hair is just hair, it grows back, so I kind of want to have some fun with it. I'm gonna try and get his reaction. The background is just like... I thought you were gonna crash into them. Hello friends, welcome back to another vlog. I'm actually sitting at the front of my hairdresser right now. George is on her way as well, and we're getting our hair done together, which is kind of fun. When was the last time I got my hair done? So only like 3 months ago. I would definitely say the blonde is a little bit more high maintenance, but I really like it, so I don't really mind. But I'm planning on going a little bit blonder today, even just like getting this kind of more toned, and I also want to get it a bit shorter. So when I first got it cut last time, I think I got it cut to about here. But I want to go a little bit shorter, I think, as well. Just because why not? Hair is just hair, it grows back, so I kind of want to have some fun with it. I might get some, not bangs, but just like a little bit of face shaping. Some shorter pieces around my face, but I'm not sure if that'll be so annoying, having to tie it up when I go to the gym. See how I'm feeling. I'm kind of a bit more impulsive when it comes to my hair lately, but I like it. It's fun. But I'll give you guys a full update when I'm out. She's a new woman. I'm so blonde. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna drive home now. I'll give you guys a full recap when I get home. Okay, so I just got home. My hair is so short. I love it though. Liam is home, and I think it'd be fun to get his reaction. So I found this hat in my car. I'm gonna try and get his reaction. Oh, this is not working well. I love Liam, but I very highly doubt he's gonna give me a big reaction. That's just like not his personality. He's just one of the most like chilled, relaxed, like go with the flow guys I've ever met. And so he's not gonna be like, oh my gosh. He'll probably be like, nice. And that will mean that he really likes it. It's also quite different, so I don't know if he's gonna like it, but I also don't really care. I'm not trying to gain approval from my husband. He has to love me no matter what. But we'll see if we can get his reaction.
How you going?
Good.
How come you're wearing the hat?
I want to get your reaction. It is a bit different though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ready?
Yeah. Nice.
She'll probably be like, nice. What do you actually
No,
think?
it looks good.
You like?
Yeah.
Is it
Turn
different?
around.
It's a bit less intense from the back. It's really short though, hey?
Yeah.
Here we are with a bit better lighting. It also looks, I think, quite a bit different straight. But as you can see, those front pieces are very, very blonde, but the rest of it is still quite brunette, which is what I really like. I don't know, I think it's just really fun. I just wanted to go shorter and blonder, pretty much just for the heck of it, and I like it. I don't think I'll go shorter than this ever. This is the shortest I've ever been, I think. I don't think I could go any shorter than this, personally. And it will look a little bit longer when it's straight, but love it. Good morning guys, happy Friday. I'm just about to head off to the gym. I'll quickly show you guys my outfit because I'm so excited about it. I feel like that Mean Girls quote where it's like, I saw her wearing army pants and flip-flops, so I will, like, you know what I mean? But I saw Morgan wear this and I thought it looked so cute and I really wanted it. So now I have it. But I just wanted to say that because this is not original. I didn't come up with this combo, but we've got the Gymshark Bandeau sports bra in the light blue, I think it's called. And then I have the Energy Seamless shorts in the blue color as well. And I think it's just such a cool combo. The t-shirt is from Elite 11, and then I'm just wearing my Converse. But I'm gonna go smash out this workout. Don't feel like going, but I gotta get it done. So I'll see you guys after. I'm showered, I'm fresh. I died during my workout. I'm wearing this cute set from White Fox Boutique. I do have a code, I think it's just RACH, for 15% off. Not sponsored, I literally live in their loungewear. It's my absolute favorite. Like, I haven't found any loungewear that I like more than theirs, especially the shorts. Best thing ever. But I'm gonna make some breakfast, and I thought I'd show you what I've been making for breakfast nearly every morning. It's just protein oats, so a lot of people know how to make this. Not revolutionary, not original. But I've had questions about how I make mine, so I'll show you guys. We need peanut butter. We also need protein. I use quick oats, but you could just use normal oats. And raspberries, frozen raspberries. I also sometimes use strawberries, but it's just what I'm feeling. I use 1/3 cup of quick oats. I can never finish it if I have more than that. And then I put in 2/3 cup of water. Again, you could use milk, but that just tastes weird to me. I don't know why. I think it's just because I'm so used to having water that when I have any sort of milk, it just doesn't seem right to me, but do what you want to do. I love this breakfast because it's so freaking quick. I've just put that in for a minute and then that's it. You know what? We might do strawberries as well today. Why not? Smooth talking. Does anyone else have that TikTok on their feed page? Kind of love it. Kind of want to recreate it, but I want to be the person in the background who's just like, you know? I like to cut up my fruit into small little pieces so that I can get a little bit of fruit in every bite. Also, if you're not gonna add protein powder, you don't have to add as much liquid. When I used to just have oats without the protein powder, I would just add like honey and strawberries or honey and bananas, and I would only add like a little over a third of a cup of water. But now that I add protein powder, if you don't add a little bit more water, it ends up more like cakey, which is just not my vibe. And you can also add more water if you want it more liquidy than how I have it, because I don't have it super liquidy. It's all just personal preference, isn't it? But I just thought I'd tell you exactly what I do. Question of the day, what's your favorite fruit? I think one of mine is raspberries, but I just hate how expensive they are. But when I used to work at the fruit shop, I used to just buy a punnet of raspberries like every day and just and then just put it under the counter when I was like a checkout chick, and I would just eat raspberries throughout my whole shift. And it was truly a highlight of my fruit shop career. Okay, calm down, broski. So I just took this out of the microwave and see how it's like a little bit watery. That's how you want it if you're adding protein, or at least how I want it. Why am I doing a 10-minute segment on protein oats? This is the protein that I use. I do have a discount code, but I'm literally obsessed with it. I use it every single day. I also love the vanilla flavor, and I've heard a lot of people rave about the choc honeycomb, but I haven't tried that one yet. So I use the choc hazelnut, and that's my personal favorite. So I just add a scoop of that. Looks so interesting. And sometimes I add a little bit more liquid if I feel like it's a little bit cakey and a bit too thick, but I think this is fine. So that's what it looks like now. I also use the peanut butter from Macro Mike. This is just the original one, but I also have the cookie dough one, which is fun, but I think I do prefer just the original. And some days I'll just literally sprinkle the powder over the top of my oats and just mix it in at the same time that I mix my protein powder in, because doing it that way will still give you that peanut buttery taste. But if I'm feeling fancy and want to make it look a little bit prettier, I'll mix some of the powder in a little bowl with water. You could just use normal peanut butter for this as well, but I just really love the Macro Mike one. And I'll just make it pretty thin so that I can drizzle it over the top. But I really like the powdered one because you can make it as thick or thin as you want. Because if I'm having toast with peanut butter, like I want thick peanut butter. But with this, I want like that thin drizzle going on. I'm gonna put my fruit on top first. I like a lot of fruit, if you can't tell. Yum. And I also like a lot of peanut butter. And that's my everyday breakfast. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but tastes incredible and keeps me full for a really long time, which I appreciate because it means I can just sit down and get my work done and I'm not distracted by trying to snack every half an hour. And of course we have the emotional support water bottle, only $7 from Kmart. Wish I could give you a discount code for that. Alrighty friends, little update. We just got a huge delivery and I'm so excited about it. We got a new rug and I still haven't hung up those pictures, ignore that. This one is huge. It's from Temple & Webster. I'll show you when it's all set up, but I need Liam's help and he's busy right now. But we're gonna put it in this lounge room area, and this one that is way too small for this area is gonna get moved to either the dining room or the bedroom. Haven't decided yet, but I'm so excited. Also added my little coffee table books that I thrifted the other day into that little section. Would love to get some more to put in the other section, but how freaking cute. Part of the rug that's the issue. Can you like lift those up?
Yeah.
Like hold them?
Wait, I want it.
Yeah, that's true. Look at that.
Ready to do it.
That shouldn't have worked. Like,
Whoa.
yeah, like straighten it out kind of. This is the new rug. like I said, from Temple & Webster. I'm obsessed. I love it. I think I've mentioned this before, but we are going to get a new coffee table, one that's like a lighter wood. But this is what the lounge room looks like now with a new rug. And I have started to style the TV unit a little. I don't know if this is how it's going to stay, but loving it so far. Really, really love this rug. Our old one ended like here, and it was such an awkward gap in between there. Very happy. Can you guys guess where we are? We're in the GYG drive-thru. I did get a large meal. I'm hiding you guys. Look at the angle on it.
Thank you.
Big bag for the big boys. Ah. I am, because I can't stop. Because my hands are on the back. No. Question of the day. Look how red my face is. Oh. Question of the day. What is the most Australian saying that you say often? But what do you reckon yours is, Lee? I reckon... I was about to say the thing that I think I say the most is reckon. Because I don't think... Is that an Australian slang? Reckon? Like, you reckon? Do you reckon this? I reckon that. Like, I think I say that a lot. Frick, Lee, I thought you were going to crash into them.
Let's go!
Absolutely not. That was so close. You're driving scares the heck out of me. I'm closing my eyes.
Oh.
I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. Saturday, friends. It's like midday. We're going to the gym, training together today, but not really together, just going to the gym at the same time. Here's the fit. I'm wearing this new little Stacks outfit that I got. So cute. Love it. It's like a foresty green. Then I'm just wearing my white Adidas sneakers. My car just got full, sorry. But I was saying, and I'm also wearing this white cotton on body tank, but let's go. Hey Siri, set a timer for 10 minutes. I feel like I haven't just sat down and chatted to you guys all week. I just wanted to quickly chat about why this isn't a weekly vlog. It still kind of feels like it's a weekly vlog because it's still structured in the same way. It's just not as many days. So I'm sorry if it's a little bit on the shorter side, but I decided I just needed a week off vlogging every day of my life. I don't think I've missed a weekly vlog since I got married. Like, I think I've been filming weekly vlogs every single week for the past 6 months, and I just needed a week off. It's really not that deep, to be honest. I've just been feeling a little bit uninspired, a little bit discouraged lately. Usually I'm pretty good with negative comments most of the time, but sometimes I just want to delete all my social media and just move to another country and restart. But I think a lot of people feel like that sometimes. I think that's just part of life. Sometimes you just wish you could get away from everything, and my life is definitely not bad. I love my life, but sometimes having people critique every single thing that you do can get overwhelming or can just get difficult to deal with, I guess. And sometimes I just find myself getting to the point where I'm over analyzing every single thing that I do because I want to mentally prepare myself for the comments that I'm going to receive. For example, pretty much every single time I post an Instagram story, I post an Instagram photo, I post a YouTube video, I get both sides of the coin. Like, for example, I could post a photo of me going to the gym and being like, I'm going to the gym, here's my gym outfit. And some people will DM me being like, love your outfit, girl, you're looking good. But at the same time, I'll also get comments from people being like, you look fat and ugly. And I'm like, awesome, I love that so much, thank you so much. That really is a boost to the self-esteem. Or if I post a photo of my lunch and I'm like, here's what I'm eating for lunch today, just because I like sharing my life and random bits of my life, like my food, and I'll get comments like, oh my gosh, that looks so good. But then I'll also get comments like, I can't believe you're eating that, that's disgusting, you're disgusting. And sometimes I'm just over it and I just don't want to post anything. And last week, I think I was starting to feel like that, and I was just over it because I just felt like every single thing I post is not good enough for someone, and people just love to be able to bash on other people, especially behind a keyboard where they don't have to do it face to face. And I got to the point where I was like, I don't want to film weekly vlogs anymore because every single thing that I show in my weekly vlog gets criticized. And that's my life. I film my life, so my life is getting criticized. And if someone criticized every single thing that you do, down to the clothes you wear, to the meals you make, to the time that you do your work, to the time that you go to bed, to the books you read, to every minute detail like that, things that should be insignificant and just something you don't think about, if every single thing you did was criticized, I'm sure you would get discouraged too. So I just had a bit of a moment last week where I was like, I just need some time to myself. And I also feel like sometimes life just feels really repetitive, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but people on the internet definitely make you feel like that sometimes. I get a lot of comments like, your weekly vlogs are so repetitive, and I'm like, I just film my life. I don't film my life to be entertaining. I'm sorry, but I don't. I film my life to be real. And so if you filmed every single day, every week, for 6 months of your life, you would probably have repetitive content too. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to see the same weekly vlog every single week from other people, and I try not to film the same weekly vlog every single week. I do try to change it up, I do try to include different things week to week as much as I can, but there are going to be some aspects of it that are going to be slightly repetitive because I have a routine and I have a job and I have a structure that I like to follow. But obviously not everyone likes to watch that, and that's totally fine. I just wish people would not watch instead of leaving comments that are just criticisms. And sometimes criticism is good, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I really appreciate it, but there's just a way you can word things that are still kind and doesn't have to feel like an insult or a criticism. But yeah, I think I just let it get to my head a little bit too much last week, and that's just reality. That just happens sometimes. Now it's Saturday and I feel so fine. I feel so much better, but I am glad that I took a few days off because I am feeling a bit more inspired. I do have a few more different ideas that I want to try out, and I honestly do think this vlog has been good so far, and probably partly because I did take a few days off at the start of the week. I think one of the biggest things that I've learned probably last year and this year, but even more so this year, is just slowing down and resting. I used to be such a workaholic and I would just never ever stop. And this year I've had more time on my hands than I ever have in my life, and I'm so grateful for that because I was seriously exhausted living the life that I was living a few years ago. And I think a lot of you who have stuck around for a long time and saw that kind of phase of my life have definitely noticed that too. And I do love to talk about routines, productivity, habit building, all that sort of stuff. But if you don't rest and if you don't slow down, your lifestyle will not be sustainable. No matter how productive you are, no matter how efficiently you use your time, if you do not slow down and rest, you are not going to be able to continue living that lifestyle. So I just feel like rest and slowing down has added to my life immensely and helped me just to be present, to be able to enjoy the season of life that I'm in, rather than just like powering through everything that I need to do and everywhere I need to be and packing my schedule so full that I don't have time to breathe. Like, I just enjoy life so much more now, I think. And I did love my life then, but it just wasn't a sustainable way to be living. And I think there are just going to be seasons of your life that are naturally busier than others, and you can't always do much about that. But just remember to take a step back and rest, because if you don't take a step back, you also can't reflect, and if you don't reflect, it is going to be so much harder for you to reach your goals. It's going to be so much much harder for you to know who you are, where you want to be, all of those sort of things. So I just think there are many, many, many benefits to resting, to slowing down, to having slow days, and just taking a step back from a lot of different things in all aspects of your life. So for me, taking a step back this week and being like, you know what, even though people are probably not going to love that I took a week off weekly vlogging, I know that it's best for me, and I know that it's best for the future of weekly vlogs, so I'm going to do that. And I think this vlog has probably turned out better than it would have if I had filmed a weekly vlog feeling half burnt out. But anyway, I feel like I just gave you guys a freaking podcast. Maybe I need to start my own podcast just so I can chat and just spill all my thoughts, because I always have so much to say. But yeah, I just wanted to give you an explanation about why I haven't got a weekly vlog this week, why this vlog is a little bit different. I feel like, again, it's still very similar to my weekly vlog structure. I just took 3 days off at the beginning of the week, but I might try and do that a little bit more often. Pretty much all my friends who do weekly vlogs take a week off every now and then, and I can understand why they do. And I don't know why I haven't taken a week off in 6 months. It's probably not great, but that's why we slow down and we reflect and we take a step back and we give ourselves feedback. And that's the feedback that I've given myself this time. But I need to move on with the rest of my day, and my camera is flashing dead. So I'm going to charge that, and I'll talk to you guys probably tomorrow. Happy Sunday, friends. We're just about to head off to church. It's actually the afternoon. I haven't filmed anything all day. I've just been having a very slow day, which is perfect. That's how I like to spend my Sundays. But yeah, just not really a lot to vlog. But yeah, this is the outfit. Sorry about the weird lighting. This shirt is actually from Shopo, but it is the brand Lee Denim. I love it. I got it on sale fairly recently, so I'm guessing it'll still be there. I think this is just a size 8, so I don't think I sized up. And then I'm just wearing my Everlane jeans. I can't remember what these ones are called, sorry. And then just my Puma sneakers. So let's go to church. We also think we are getting a lot closer to finding our future church. We've narrowed it down to 2, so now we're kind of just going back and forth, doing pros and cons, trying to figure out where we think God wants us to be. So I'm excited. I feel like we're getting closer, which is very nice. I can't wait to be more, or have a more concrete decision. I'm vlogging on my phone because I forgot to bring my camera, but Liam and I just lost our car for a solid 20 minutes, and we were just walking around Brisbane. Walking around the city, trying to find our car, couldn't find it, finally found it. Bit of an adventure, but it was a fun time. Bit of an eventful date night. Got some steps in though, so you win some, you lose some. Hello friends. If you're a little bit confused, I'm actually filming this portion of the vlog a little bit earlier, just so I can get some good natural lighting, but I will be inserting it at the end of the vlog because I know that when I get home from church tonight, you're not going to be able to see me. So I thought I'd film it now. Obviously, I'm about to talk about books, so this is the end of the vlog. If you guys don't want to hear about books, I hope you enjoy this vlog, and I will see you next time. But for those of you who do want to talk about books, let's chat. I read 2 books this week, and I feel like I don't have a lot to say about them, which is kind of odd for me because usually I could talk for a very long time about books. The first book that I read was Emotionally Healthy Spirituality by Peter Scazzero. I'm not actually sure how to say his last name. This is a Christian book for those of you who don't know, so just be aware of that. I did enjoy this. I would give it like a 3 or a 3.5. This is a book that Liam and I read together. We do a Bible study together every week, just as a couple, and we also read through a book together, and this is the one that we've been reading for the past like couple months. And I've heard a lot of people say that they read through this book in their small groups or with friends from church and stuff, and I think it is a pretty good book to read through with another person and be able to discuss the concepts with someone else, either a small group or just a friend, after reading through each chapter. If you've never heard about this book, it's basically about how to understand your emotional health and how that relates to your spiritual health, and how you can't really be spiritually healthy without also being emotionally healthy, or even just understanding your emotional health, which is honestly a really great concept. And I think this book would be really helpful to some people, especially if you've never thought about your emotional health, or you've never really looked into your past and reflected on the way that you perceive things, why you perceive them that way, all of that sort of stuff. Why you might have certain expectations of people, of spouses, of family, of friends, all those sort of things. So I do think it's a very good read. I definitely would recommend it. But for me personally, who loves reading about this sort of stuff, who loves understanding psychology, who loves understanding just human nature, it didn't have a lot of revolutionary concepts to me. A lot of the things I read about, I was kind of like, yeah, like, and I just thought it would go a little bit deeper than it did. But if you've never read that sort of stuff, I think it would be very helpful. I didn't agree with everything he said, and I also felt like some topics needed a little bit more of a discussion than he gave them. There were some things where he'd be like, you need to do this, and it was like, okay, but you haven't actually told me how to do that. I don't know how I feel about this as a whole. I thought it was good, I would recommend it, but do I think it's the best book in the Christian market? Probably not. Would I recommend other books before reading this one? Probably. Do with that information what you will. And the second book that I read was Hopeless by Colleen Hoover. So we added another Coho novel into my library. This one was actually thrifted from the Lifeline Superstore a month or two ago. So I got this for like $4, and it's definitely very well loved, but it's still in fairly good condition, and I don't really mind reading a secondhand book at all. But I enjoyed this. If I'm being completely honest, it probably was, I think, my least favorite Colleen Hoover novel that I've read so far, but it was still good, and I would still recommend it. So that just shows how much I love Colleen Hoover novels. But I think I would just probably recommend some of her other books before this one. I think this is one of her earliest novels. I would give this maybe a 3.5 or a 4. I can't decide, because I feel like other books that I've rated as a 4 are better than this, but I also think it's better than some of the books that I've rated a 3.5. So I don't know, maybe a 3.75 or something if we're gonna get technical. I feel like Hopeless isn't as well known as some of her other novels. It's not as hyped on the internet, at least from what I've seen. It's basically about a high school senior called Sky, and she meets this boy. He has a bit of a troubled past, and she has a seemingly good life, but she was adopted when she was younger, and there are just some things that come out about her past in this novel. And this guy, Holder, his last name is Holder, by the way, his first name is Dean, so Dean Holder, he kind of accompanies her through figuring all this stuff out about her past. And I do think it's interesting, but I have a few problems with it. First of all, some of the parts were so cringy. Like, some of the things that they said, I was like, no, absolutely not. Like, instead of saying I like you or I love you, they would say I live you, because it's like a cross between like and love, and I'm like, no, please don't do that. As a whole, I feel like this was a little bit young for me. I probably would have enjoyed it more when I was like in high school, because the characters are that high school age, but also in saying that, they acted so much older than like 17 years old, especially the way that the guy talked, Holder, in this novel. He was talking like a full-blown like 25, 30-year-old man. Like, he was not talking like a 17-year-old boy, and I've never met a 17-year-old boy who talks the way that he does, so that just seemed a little bit unrealistic to me. As a whole, I really liked both of our main characters. I really liked Sky, I really liked Holder, I really liked their relationship together, I loved their banter, I loved their friendship, and I loved the, I guess, journey that they go throughout the whole novel and all of the connections that they have. I would probably check the trigger warnings of this one if you think that could be an issue. There's probably a few that would be listed, but as a whole, I did enjoy it, and Colleen Hoover has not done me dirty so far. I've not found a single one of her books that I don't enjoy. So those were the 2 books that I finished, but I have got quite a few that I'm like partway through, and I wouldn't be surprised if I finish quite a few in the next week, because yeah, I'm like halfway through like 3 books, so we'll see how we go. But I guess that brings us to the end of this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I guess it was a little bit different to my normal weekly vlogs, but I'm kind of glad that I took some time off this week, and I might try and do that a little bit more in the future, just to make sure I don't feel burnt out or uninspired or anything like that, because that wouldn't be fun for either of us. I love you guys. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you in my next video very soon. Goodbye.